Hey, this is Bo with Focused Engagement. Today is Friday, which means we have another Focused Friday, and I'm excited about today's. I'm actually talking to another marketing agency, so it'll be fun talking about how they market themselves and what they do. So I have Karl Young with Lemonhead Design, and Karl, introduce yourself real quick, and then I know you got your PowerPoint. I'll pop that in, but tell us a little bit about you personally and how and why you're in the business you're in, and then we'll go to your PowerPoint.
Thanks, Bo. Yeah, my name is Karl Young, and we are in the so I kind of come from a background of cybersecurity. I've worked at a data center, FiberNet, and then I got into this industry because we found that there was a huge need for people designing their websites and maintaining those sites with code patches and server patches, and so I delved into that because there was a need to help people with their online needs, because a lot of people just don't like to deal with that, and they like someone to just kind of manage the whole picture. And so that's why we got into it. And then we've since expanded our skill set, like you were saying, in marketing and SEO, pay-per-click, to help drive traffic to our customers, and that has been very successful. In fact, it's kind of interesting here in the COVID-19 pandemic. We actually have probably doubled, if not tripled, this last 6 months, because the need for people to get a website up, and then also to market their business. So we've done a lot with restaurants, helping them do online orders, shopping carts, to driving that traffic as well. So we do a lot with all types of services. So
Yeah, yeah, we found the same businesses trying to kind of think outside the box, so to speak, on how to market because what has been working forever quit working. Wasn't doing nearly what it used to do.
yeah.
So a lot of businesses panicking and trying to find new ways to market. So yeah, we kind of noticed the same thing. So Karl, I'm going to show this. This is going to be interesting. We've never done this before. So all right, your screen is up on live here. So go ahead and walk us through what you have here.
Okay, so with Lemonhead Design, one of the things that we specialize in is that these are kind of the skill sets that we bring to the table. We are marketing specialists, technical support, digital marketers, designers, project coordinators, developers, copywriter, and photographers. We have a guy who can do content writing, and pictures, and we have a skill set there. And then we have between our whole team, we come up with web strategies and plans to help make your online goals successful. So this is the majority of, like, 90% of our customers. The majority of them will be working with 3 people from our team. I'm Karl Young, and I'm the sales engineer, and I'm also the technical support personnel. And then Adam is our award-winning designer. So he's my partner. Between me and Adam, we own the company. And then we have an employee named Alex Knowlton, and he's actually an expert digital marketer. And he helps us with our SEO. And he also has a team as well, for pay-per-click on anything online marketing. We can create campaigns. We also offer a free SEO service to help people if they want us to be able to go and just check their site. Typically, we do it for our customers, but because we like Bo, we'll offer that to any of you guys. If you want to reach out to me, we can audit your. We just need access to your Google Analytics and your and if you can share that with marketing at Lemonhead Design, we can go in and we can audit your SEO work and see how you're doing. Typically, most of the time, we've found that most people are not doing all the things they need to drive traffic there. So we give a lot of recommendations as well. So that's kind of our process when it comes to the design of the website, and then the ongoing support. I've kind of talked a little bit about that. We all throughout this, the customers are involved, so that way, because they're the decision makers. And we can do custom build websites too. We have pre-built templates to help save people money. We've built hundreds of websites, so we can show a lot of options if customers want to just do a template we've already built and save some money as well. So just real quickly, we also do custom style guides, custom designs. Here's some before and after pictures of customers we've helped with here in Utah, credit unions, attorneys. One thing I was going to tell you too is with one of the customers we also built some AI technology with chat systems.
Nice. Love chats.
Yeah, it's really slick. We have a lady, for example, she does a preschool plan where we go and we have automated a system that goes and schedules to have her teachers or the kids' parents. They'll come in and they'll schedule an appointment with their Salesforce, and they will do tours. And that AI chat system will automatically schedule them out, sometimes even months to 2 months out, to have the parents come and see their school and do a tour of their preschool. And that's been they've loved that. So just some ways to help automate things. We also
what do you use for your platform for that, or did you custom build it?
We actually custom build it ourselves. We have used we've taken a Continually app and then we've custom built it on top of it, so it's more user friendly. But yes, so we've taken a Continually and then added some JavaScript code on top of it. Great question. And then one other thing, here's some testimonials of some of the people we've helped in the last couple of months. We make all the sites mobile responsive, and then these are just some of the things that we also include in our site builds. We'll set up Google Analytics for you so you can check. One of the most important things is you don't just want to build a website. You also want to make sure it's secure and maintained. So we maintain it. And then we also do the analytics so we can check and see the data of how many people are coming to your site. And we do the free SEO audit too for our customers. So just some things that we offer for our customers that we just want to make sure they're all taken care of, and that we're not necessarily have a new employee per se, but we're a lot cheaper than that. But we act as kind of your experts for all your online needs.
Okay, so I got to ask you, it's kind of the almost a dangerous question in our industry. WordPress or custom build, or how do you do your websites?
We typically, I'd say 99% of our sites we build in WordPress. We have done some HTML sites, but I would say most of our custom builds are WordPress, and also our templates are in WordPress. I'd say 90% of them are that way. We have built in other things, but they're usually one-offs, and we usually have to find out what the customers need and what they want. And so we've looked into like Webflow and a few other applications, but by far WordPress tends to have a lot more better SEO benefits. So we tend to encourage customers to go that route. So
that's customization. You could build a site and wouldn't even know it's WordPress. It's so customizable with open source, PHP, which you can always find people to program in PHP. So,
Amen.
So, all right, yeah. E-commerce, you do WooCommerce sites, or do you?
Great question. Yep, WooCommerce is the common shopping cart that we use because they're custom builds of shopping carts. We have done some stuff with Shopify, so we have some experience with Shopify. And we also work as well with a shopping cart called ShopSite, which is a Utah-based company. So we have worked with both of those types of shopping carts. ShopSite and Shopify and WooCommerce, and then we have helped some customers with Magento too. But I would say most of the build is by far WooCommerce.
Yeah, that's our experience too. Got a couple in Shopify, but honestly, even my Shopify clients, I want to say, let's just move you over to WordPress and Woo. We could do so many more things for you. So
yeah.
So I before we started this, I mentioned to you, one of the things I'm always interested in talking about is how you market yourself. Now, this is a real unique question for you and I, because that's what we do is marketing. Like I told you before, there's an old saying that you've probably heard, that the cobbler maker's kids have no shoes, right? Because we tend as business owners to focus so much on our clients. Sometimes we don't focus on ourselves. So how is it that you market yourself? What is it you do
Yeah.
to get your name out there?
Yeah, great question. We actually do a lot with what we recommend to our customers, which is SEO and social media. We actually probably I'd say 5 to 6 leads a week. Well, some weeks during COVID, sometimes it was 3 to 5. But our SEO marketing campaigns usually bring about 1 to 2 a week. And then our social media usually brings about 1 to 2. So we're anywhere from 3 to 5 a week that we get. And then we also use our automated systems that we build on our site. So I actually work full time with another company, being a cybersecurity guy, then I do Lemonhead as the side as a partner, and so my partner works full time, which is kind of funny on this. So I automate through my chat systems scheduled appointments. So I'm usually filled out about 2 weeks in advance, and it just automatically people come to my site. They go to my chat system, schedule an appointment. They don't realize they think it's me because it says, "Hi,
Yeah,
this is Karl,"
yeah,
and it schedules it all out, and only times I'm available on my calendar. And then I have all the information of what they're looking for when that appointment comes, and so I can just pre-qualify the leads. And that's what I've done, and it's been very successful. And so
I
we've
love
got
automation. Automation for any business is fantastic. So, is that all custom built too, or do you use a platform for that?
Yeah, that one is similar to what we were talking about before. We use continually, but we've added our own customization on top of it. So
So we
yes.
push Sharp Spring really heavily. I don't know if you're familiar with them.
Oh
So
no, not
uh,
as.
we used to be a HubSpot. Um, I guess technically we still are a HubSpot agency,
Mhm.
but the size businesses that we like to work with, HubSpot just really didn't work. They got a lot of great bells and whistles, but they're also very expensive. So
Right.
SharpSpring we found did everything that we wanted our clients to be able to do, but at a fraction of the cost, really. So, and it builds in chat automation
Yeah.
and live chat if you want to go live, and so and email automation, calendaring, everything. So yeah, we are big believer in automation.
Yeah.
So
Amen.
yeah,
Yeah, ours
so
is the same thing, like you were saying. It's cool. And another thing that you mentioned on there too is SMS text messaging. It's another
yes,
popular. We just
yes,
added that onto our site too, because a lot of people like to text message.
yeah.
So we use our chat system to just text back and forth, and it just syncs to my phone, and I just text back and forth.
Yeah.
'Cause-
So there's a quote, and I can never remember who originally said it. I sure wish it was me, but it's not. But it's the definition of customer engagement, which is the ongoing interactions between customer and business offered by the business, but chosen by the customer. So if we don't have email options and chat options and Facebook Messenger options and SMS options, phone options, we have to offer all of these different engagement opportunities specifically so our leads and our customers can choose how they want to communicate with us. I had an interesting experience looking at a lead a while ago. Went to their Facebook page, went to their messenger, messaged them. What they had some default questions, so I just chose one of their default questions: "How much are your prices?" And they came back actually the next day, which is another issue, but they came back and says, "Well, it all depends on what you're looking for. The best thing to do is come in and talk to us." So, well, you missed a great opportunity to engage with somebody that's not ready to buy, just wants, has a few questions, and they went straight to come in and see us, right? Yeah, sure. Ultimately, you want them to call or come into your business or whatever it is, however the business sells. But you need to build that trust, and you need to do that through engaging in the method that the person started that engagement process. So
You're
it's
right,
great you
Carl.
offer chat and SMS and even these automated chat systems. That's AI. It's a great way to go. So um, so you
Just to
specialize
add,
in credit unions, but you'll work with any business. Is that
yeah, we do. Yeah, that's correct. Anybody who comes through our online marketing or referral, we get a lot of business through referral. Like for example, we had one customer last month we did some SEO work for. Actually, we've been working with him for 3 months, but we got him to a point where he is doing really well. on his SEO. We basically did a free SEO audit like we did like we offer with a lot of our customers, and we found out that he was paying about $5,000 with the company he was at, and we cut his costs in half, and we said we found out that he was doing really poor quality backlinks, and we changed his backlinks to be more higher quality. So we cut his costs in half, got better backlinks, and then in 3 months, so since he's been with us for 3 months doing that, we've taken his traffic from 1,000 visits per month to 20,000 visits per month.
Oh, nice.
And out of that, his conversion rate is a lot higher. So he can never speak with me on my scheduled appointments to do the SEO. So I have to go in and send him an email report every month of kind of what we've done. And he loves that. He's like, I don't have time, Karl, because I'm so busy talking with people. I love it. That's the place you want to be too. He just last month made 90 grand in 1 month.
Oh, wow.
That's where you want to get to. That he took that money and he bought another credit union. So he had us go build the new site, do the SEO for it, and then he's referred all of his brothers. He comes from a family of 6 boys, and so we now help his father, his brothers out, and all their businesses. So we've now, that's kind of how it works. We usually just help them out, and then they spread the news to their family.
Sure. Yeah. Word of mouth is the best way you can go. Is there a size business that you prefer to work with?
We like to do smaller business accounts. We have worked with larger companies, but usually when you get to a certain size, like I'd say like when you're in the 100 to not necessarily. I guess we have helped a few hundreds. Like we have helped CMC Flex and Flex Tech USA, and they're about 500. Yeah. So we do have a few bigger accounts, but it's because they didn't want to hire their own designer. If you want us to be the designer, we can do that. But they do their own marketing and they do a lot of that other stuff. So we like smaller companies that just don't want to hire someone to say it cut costs, but would need us to kind of help fulfill the security of their server updates and their vulnerabilities, just to make sure that's all taken care of, their malware scans, all that.
Yeah. And on websites, that's something that is oftentimes neglected.
Yeah.
Until it's too late, and all of a sudden your website's hijacked, and now it's got Chinese all over it, and you're saying, okay, now what do I do?
Yeah, we learned you're exactly right, Bo. We learned our lesson 13 years ago. So we'd only been working for 2 years. We used to go in and have the customers go and do their own updates, and they would do really well the first couple of months. And then 6 months later and a year later, they come back to us and say, hey, my site's hacked. And I was like, oh, where you keep doing your updates on your WordPress? And they're like, no. And I'm like, no, we taught you that because you got to do it every week. Yeah. And so they were like, well, can you just handle it for us? And that's why we set up our web maintenance plans, just to make sure you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah. So
good. I'm about to change some information. Watch this. If you got the screen, I love this software. And this is how you get a hold of Karl Young at lemonheaddesign.com. There's his number, 801-200-4414. I assume also Facebook Messenger or anything else like we talked about. However they want to engage, you'll talk to them, right?
That's right. Yeah.
All right. Karl, I'm going to give you the final word. Anything else you'd like to say?
No, I'm just so excited. Good luck with you guys. We'd be glad to do any free audits for you guys, free SEO audits, or if you want us to also do a security audit, we can also do that as well for you. So I kind of have the cybersecurity. Adam has the design idea of that, and then
get it from both ends.
Yeah. So just know that we'll be there to assist if there's anything you need help with.
Awesome. And I have to ask my final question. I totally forgot about it. If somebody came to you and says, I want to start my own business, what recommendation would you give them? What's the best piece of advice you can give somebody that wants to start their own business?
Yeah, I probably would say find something that you can offer a value add for those customers that you love to do, and also produces an income for you. Because sometimes
awesome.
You got to make sure that it's going to be a value that you can sell to.
Yes.
So if you can do that, and it's a value add that you love doing, that you're a lot more successful with that. And we can connect the dots for the rest. Getting into
Love it. Great advice. Great advice. Well, Karl, thank you very much. I appreciate talking to you, and I'm sure you and I will talk again. We talked before this that another agency told me, and I'd like to say it now, that there's plenty of wood to chop. So there's no reason why agencies can't cooperate, and we do what we do best, and you do what we do best, and we divide and conquer. So
yeah, we're not hurting for business. Yeah,
yeah.
flowing. It's good if you do things the right way and you take good care of your clients, not because you're wanting the money, but because you want to take good care of them.
Yeah.
There's a law that whatever comes up must come down, and you grow.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you, Karl. Everybody out there in Facebook land, until next Friday, have a good week.
All right. Thank you so much.